Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I really love how the NFL works. It's like the Packers in the postseason, they have the Cowboys number, but when it comes to the 49ers playing the Packers, the Packers just always get basically the 49ers, they have the Packers number in the postseason. Like, what is this now? The 49ers' sixth straight win over Green Bay in the postseason. So, San Francisco, they once again are making history and all that stuff, and they are my pick to win the Super Bowl because Brock Purdy, he's a baller. He deserves a ring, and the 49ers, in my opinion, have proved to be the team why they deserve to win a Super Bowl because it's been what? This year, it's going to be exactly 30 years since the 49ers last won a Super Bowl. Last time they won one was 1994, and I feel like that the 49ers are long overdue for a Super Bowl, especially considering the fact that Colin Kaepernick, Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman, Frank Gore, Michael Crabtree, and all those legendary players that were on that 2011 San Francisco 49ers defense, they each should have a ring. Let's be honest here. Anybody that has NFL knowledge knows that, the reason why the 49ers deserve to win the Super Bowl this year is because they got robbed in the Super Bowl against the Ravens. Okay, they got flat out robbed. And same thing against the Chiefs. They got absolutely robbed when the refs decided to call a really bullcrap, offensive pass interference on George Kittle, because I remember that Super Bowl still. It's like George Kittle barely made contact with the Chiefs defender, and then the referees made up some bullshit call about how that was offensive pass interference. Like, how the hell was that offensive pass interference? That wasn't offensive pass interference. So yeah, the 49ers, they got robbed in two Super Bowls right now. One against the Ravens in 2013 and against the Chiefs. Like, 49ers, I don't care what anybody says, they got flat out robbed, okay? Because it's like, against the Ravens, the 49ers, they should have been awarded a first down in the Super Bowl. And against the Chiefs, that was not offensive pass interference. So again, just a typical BS by the NFL. I guess either Vegas has to make their money somehow or something from what I've been hearing, because there is no reason why the refs keep making bad calls in big games. It's like, are they just, is somebody secretly benefiting from this? Like, because I've heard stories about how Vegas has to make its money and all that stuff, which is why the refs always make terrible calls in the postseason when, and basically what I'm trying to say is this seems like the refs never learn from the same mistakes they make in the postseason. It's so dumb, let alone the Super Bowl. But enough about that. The Packers, like I said, they played the Niners tough in this game. Green Bay, it's just crazy how even without Aaron Rodgers, they still continue to own the Cowboys in the postseason. Like, that's crazy. It feels like a script or something, but yeah, it's wild, man. But yeah, man, San Francisco, they beat Green Bay 24-21. 49ers, I'll admit, they kind of looked a bit off against Green Bay because, let's be honest, this was a game that San Francisco should have won by at least 20 points. But that's besides the point. Packers, they played tough in this game. Packers, they showed a lot of motivation, especially Jordan Love. I feel like Jordan Love can definitely be the future quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. So it's like Packers, they, in my opinion, have a future quarterback in Jordan Love. Just like how, because I've seen this story before. Aaron Rodgers, he was in Brett Favre's shadow when Aaron Rodgers first came to Green Bay. And then Jordan Love was in Aaron Rodgers' shadow. And now, in my opinion, Jordan Love has all the potential to thrive in Green Bay. So yeah, I wish him nothing but the best of luck for the Packers. I hope he goes far. He deserves it, in my opinion. He played really tough in this game, despite him throwing 2 interceptions. I got to come on here and give Jordan Love credit. I mean, he played his heart out, especially against the Cowboys. Like, the Packers, they have nothing to be ashamed of. They surprised a lot of people, in my opinion, in the postseason, especially when they beat the Dallas Cowboys again for the third straight time in the postseason, or the second time, because I know that they beat the Cowboys before in 2016, and they did it again. So yeah, but San Francisco, all I have to say is they're going to have to play a lot better offensively if they want to win the Super Bowl, and they will have to figure out their defense, especially if they want to win the Super Bowl, because if they got to play either, well, obviously they still haven't made it to the Super Bowl yet, but I have a feeling that San Francisco will be back in the Super Bowl. But it's like, if they want to go back to the Super Bowl, they need to play better defensively. no, scratch that. If they want to win a Super Bowl, they're going to have to play way better defensively and not do any dumb shit like how they did in the last 6 minutes against the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Okay, so yeah, and it's like I said, man, I still feel like Colin Kaepernick and Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman, Frank Gore, and all the players they mentioned, they should have a ring by now, okay? And I feel like all those players that were on that San Francisco 49ers roster, especially Colin Kaepernick, they got robbed of a Super Bowl ring, and I think it's bullshit.